What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another World of Warcraft video for Retail WoW this time, and today we're talking about preparing for patch 11.1 by investing. This is a gold making strategy where you're preparing for the next patch by putting your gold into items you think will go up in price. Now I'm just going to start this video off by saying this is highly speculative, the items might not move at all, they could go down in price, and they could, which is the best case scenario here, they could go up in price as well. So I'm just going to start by asking which items have you invested in and why. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments down below. Now in this video I'll be revealing the items I've been investing into, why I have decided to put my gold into them, and how much gold I have put into every single item as well. Just revealing my 11.1 prep really. Now I will say that videos like this are published in early access to people that have my gold making guide for the War Within, which if you don't have it yet, the link will be down below in the video description and the pinned comment. And if you want to learn more about gold making, that is all you need to know in one place. Talks about gold farming, crafting, deep diving into professions, spending your knowledge points, and setting up your professions to make as much gold as you can. Everything in one easy to navigate document, and you also get access to a gold making Discord community where we talk even more about gold making, and that is where you get early access to videos, and you also get exclusive content as well. So you get access to the current content faster and earlier, and you get some exclusive content as well, plus you get a gold making guide that is over 100 pages long. So check it out through the link down below. It's a great way to learn more about gold making, make more gold, and support me at the same time. Now once again, the link to that is down below. Now let's just dive right into the investments here. I want to show you guys first of all the items that I have, how much gold I have put into them, and then we'll talk a little bit about every single item on an individual basis. So these are the items I have personally been buying and investing into. I basically did all of these investments today after analyzing the market and looking for cheap items to buy, and there are a couple of general thoughts that I have when I'm investing. Number 1 is the current supply and the current demand, and number 2 is the upcoming supply and the upcoming demand, looking at how this item is moving in the market right now and why it could go up in demand in, for example, patch 11.1. Now, when it comes to what will go up here, you usually talk about consumables, so items used in Mythic Plus, raids, and just generally enchants as well, right? Things that people will need no matter how they play the game. And when it comes to enchants, flasks and stuff, pretty much no matter how you play the game, you will end up using them in some way, shape or form. Even if you do PvP, you will still do enchants. If you do Mythic Plus dungeons, you will still do both enchants, gems and also flasks. If you do raids, whether it's normal raids, heroic raids, mythic raids, you will still be flasking, potioning, and also getting enchants on your gear and gemming your gear as well. Now I also think about which professions I personally have. So worst case scenario, if these items don't go up in price, I'm simply going to use them myself in my concentration crafts, and that is why you will see a lot of these investments being quality 2 investments. So first of all, the main one that we have here, or the top one, is going to be Crystal Fused Hide at quality 3. So you can see right here we have bought about 1,000 Crystal Fused Hide at quality 3, and they are about 300 gold each. Now I also bought 500 Thunderous Hides at quality 2, and they were about, let me see here, 33-34 gold each, give or take, when I bought those as well. And the main reason I bought the quality 2 ones is to be able to make my own crystal fused hides if we need to. And I simply think the demand for materials right now are at a very low, like in patch 11.0.7, when it comes to, this is the end of a patch, and we're still waiting on a release date for 11.1, and when we get the release date, and like 1 or 2 weeks before the release date, is usually when items start going up in price. So when it comes to investments, you want to be early, but you also don't want to be too early, but you want to just be early enough. And I think this video right here will be public just in time for it to be early enough, and I'll be talking more about why in just a moment here. So we have been buying both Crystal Fused Hide and Thunderous Hide, and more Crystal Fused Hide. In addition to that, we have about 7,000 7.2k apricot ink. We also have about 16,600 shadow ink as well, 5,000 core alloys, 7,000 rank 3 gleaming shards, and I don't know how many this is, but I think it's about 50,000 gleaming shards. Yeah, I mean, you can look here in the TSM, in my TSM general information here, 50,000 gleaming shards at quality 2. So that is like, I don't know how much gold that is, but like 1 million, if not even more than 1 million. But the gleaming shards, even if I cannot sell them for profit, I can simply do the whole shuffle to get them back as storm dust. So for me, this is a good way to just give myself cheaper storm dust by using the gleaming shatter. Now, speaking of storm dust, I also bought a bunch of storm dust, and more specifically, we have bought about, let's see here, 62,725 storm dust. So let's just round it down here and say 62.7, so almost 63,000 storm dust, and we bought those at the moment for about 13 gold each, which to me just looks incredibly low for storm dust. I mean, going back to the peak of phase 1 or like patch 11.0, they went for 81 gold on average. I even bought them for 169 gold, and I have bought 12,000 of them for just personal use and spent 81 gold on average on them. Meanwhile, now I buy them for like a fraction of that price. It is like 1/6 or 1/7 of that price. Now, last but not least, I also bought about 18,000 viridescent spores, more specifically 8,444. So those are all of my investments, just for those of you looking for the exact items that I'm buying into, how much I bought them all for, so you can see the gold values on the top on the right here. Now, TLDR, I spent about 5 million gold on these investments, like roughly 5 million gold, I think. If I go to my warband bank, we can see exactly how much I spent, but I think it's about between 3 and 5 million somewhere that I spent on these investments, and I'm quite happy so far. But then again, I have to look back at this in patch 11.1 and look like, did they go up in price or did they go down in price? Once again, what I'm thinking here is it's items I'm using anyway. Warband bank, yeah, we spent 5 million, so 5 million gold on these investments. I think it's more like 4.85, but like very close to 5 million gold on these investments. And I'm not looking for crazy profit margins here, but like if I double that gold, that is basically 5 million gold profit for free, which is definitely not bad. And many of these items I simply think will go up in price, especially because 11.1 doesn't have that many profession changes, which means the raid will still be using the same enchants, the same flasks, the same potions, unless something crazy happens in the next couple of weeks. So let's talk about every single item on an individual basis, and for that we're going to go over to undermine.exchange. So first of all, this is what I usually do whenever I'm looking at items. I always open up undermine.exchange and look at the current price and how the price has been moving. So this is storm dust, quality 2 storm dust, so just like regular storm dust, right? And this one, if we go down, you basically want to look at the prices the last week, and you can see it's been going from 12 gold to 14 gold, basically the entire week so far. Now, going down here, you can get a more overview of the entire expansion as well. You can set this to be 3 months, 1 month, half a year, or just all of them. So here you can see how the prices moved throughout the entire expansion. And what I'm seeing here is it's reached a bottom, and it's climbing slowly back up. That is kind of what I'm looking for on the baseline when it comes to investments. I'm not looking to find the perfect entry point, but I'm trying to get in when it has reached the bottom and is on its way back up. Because finding the perfect bottom is always going to be very, very difficult, but you want to get yourself in on the investments before they skyrocket. And to me, this graph right here looks absolutely great when it comes to investments, because it has reached a bottom. Like if the bottom was here, that is a month ago, and it's been slowly climbing in price the last month, but it's only gone up about 30% the last month as well. Like from the bottom here of 10 gold a month ago to now, that's about a 30% increase, maybe 25%, right? Over an entire month. That is very healthy. Then go over to Gleaming Shards and you will see a very similar line here as well, going all the way down. It's been roughly the same price every single day this week. It's gone up to 43 and 45 gold, and then gone down again to about 40 gold. I bought in for 37. Now, going down here, you will see kind of the same trend-ish. You can see the bottom was here, which is weirdly enough the same day it was the bottom for Storm Dust as well. I mean, Gleaming Shatter, right, makes sense. So here in the bottom was 26 gold, and currently the price is 37. So it's on its way back up, and to me this is basically the market correcting itself, and the correction has already happened, and it's once again slowly climbing back up. Now, I also bought Gleaming Shards rank 3, and those you can see right here. The price over here as well has been very stable the last week, went up to 95 gold at some point and then went down again to about 70 gold each, which is roughly where I bought them as well. Now, once again, you will see basically the exact same thing here. The bottom was around the 17th of December, like 16th of December, the bottom of 52 gold, and now they are 72 gold. So not the biggest increase in price, but a pretty healthy line for the price to move in. Core alloys are basically the same, and the reason I bought these is that I'm using them for blacksmithing to make other alloys for profit. So even if I can't offload the ones that I bought for profit here, I can simply use them for my own concentration crafts. And that is basically my plan B, right? If my profits don't pay off directly, they can pay off indirectly by me using them over time in concentration crafts and just giving myself cheaper concentration craft as well. So let's just say they go up in price by 5%. In that case, the auction house cut basically cancels that out. But it also means for me that I get 5% cheaper concentration craft, so either way, win-win. And over here, this one hasn't really reached a bottom yet. I mean, December was 80 gold, and right now it's still 80 gold. I guess the bottom was right here, December 28th or 29th, for about 64 and 65 gold. Either way, the price here as well has been very stable for about the last 1.5 to 2 months. Now, Shadow Ink is another one that I've been buying into, and the reason for this is multiple. It's basically twofold, and I bought this one for way cheaper than 60 gold, by the way, for the Shadow Ink, just want to put that out there. But either way, you can see the current price and the price over the last few days as well. So I bought them before this initial spike, bought them for about 30 gold down here, and for this one, you can see, if we look here at the price, it's been fairly stable, like over here, 30 gold, 30 gold, 40 gold, 30 gold, and just up and down a little bit, like a few spikes here and there from some people, flipping the market every now and then. Like here as well, there's a flip right here to 65 gold from 40 gold. So just look at the average buying price before you buy them, and you'll be fine. Now for this one, for Shadow Ink, and the next one, the Apricot Ink, there's another reason, just not just that they have a good, healthy bottom here and are slowly climbing back up in price, but they're also one of very few items that are coming in the 11.1 patch. If you look at here, we have the contract, the Cartles of Undermine, and we have the Vantus Rune for Undermine. The Vantus Rune requires Viridescent Spores, Shadow Ink, and Apricot Ink. Also, the contract requires 25 Shadow Ink as well. So these two literally are used in brand new recipes coming in patch 11.1, and when it comes to contracts and Vantus Runes, they are in demand like crazy. Now, I also did put some gold into Viridescent Spores, so we can take a look at that one. And once again, here as well, the price has been pretty stable the last week. You can see here 20 gold, 17 gold, 20 gold, 30 gold. And looking here as well, it's on its way back up. But over here, 19 and 18 gold. And then suddenly, after I bought them now, they're about 26 gold, weirdly enough. So yeah, they are on their way back up, slowly but surely, and they have basically reached a bottom, if you ask me, like looking at them over here. They have been going up and down in price quite a lot, but have been staying about between 40 and 20 gold-ish, like give or take. Now, those are basically the items I've been buying and why I've been buying them. There is one more here that I haven't searched up individually, but there was one more I did buy, and that was the Crystal Fused Hide. And the reason for that is it's used in a brand new armor kit called the Charged Armor Kit, and when I'm looking at this looks really good. It looks like a contender to the current best spell threads that we have. I mean, this one, apply a Charged Armor Kit to your leg armor, causing it to permanently gain 605 to all primary stats and 625 stamina. To me, that looks very good. So I just wanted to buy them because at the moment they are very underpriced and it's one of the least valuable hides you can currently get. So I bought a bunch of quality 3s because they were cheaper than quality 2 and they were below crafting cost. So people are just dumping those right now to try to get some gold back. So I bought those and I think it's a good investment. Now one thing I want to point out here is that let's just take a look at profane tinderboxes. They were a good investment at some point. Like I talked about them down here for about 800 gold and 3000 gold. Like I talked about them here and here when it came to investments, and I said this would be a short-term investment, and I told people to sell them about here when the raids came out for about 8,000 gold. They tripled in price. Now, another thing that happened was that Blizzard introduced a system where you could now trade in lesser materials for profane tinderboxes, and their prices crashed to about 345 gold. Now, something that happened after that was the price slowly moved back up to about 2.5 or 2.6k. It basically, anyone who bought at the bottom here for 345 gold, if you sold here, you almost 10 times your gold by reacting to a change that Blizzard made. So in 11.1, if Blizzard does something similar, buy like crazy, because the market will correct itself. In the case of profane tinderboxes, they are used in the best enchants in the game, and they were bound to go back up in price. And anyone who bought them here, like when everyone is panicking, that is the best time to buy. So if everyone is panicking, think of that that's a sale. Profane tinderboxes was on sale right here because everyone was panicking, offloading everything they had, thinking they would go to zero. And then what happened was, slowly over time, the price corrected itself and went back up again. And I kind of just wanted to mention that at the end here, because the best investment you could make for patch 11.1, it might not be possible yet. It might be some dumb decision Blizzard makes at the launch of patch 11.1, in which case be on your toes and be ready, have some gold, have some capital, and make those moves at the start when you can. Like, just look for changes like this. It's hard to pinpoint what that change could be, but just look for something similar. Either way, that's basically my investments for patch 11.1. I think I've gone over everything now, so if you have anything to add or any questions, then leave those in the comments down below, and I'll try to respond to as many as I can. And once again, get my goldmaking guide if you haven't yet, where we have an awesome community for goldmaking in the War Within as well, which we hopefully can find a bunch of different ways to make gold in patch 11.1, both when it comes to farming for gold and crafting as well. I've been diving deep into crafting so far this what am I saying? I've been diving deep into crafting in this expansion, and I've really been having fun. It's an absolute blast, and just making gold in a different way than just farming all the time. It's been really, really awesome. So once again, check out the guide. The link is down below in the pinned comment and the video description. And if you do buy the guide, thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. Either way, that's it for now. So thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you again in the next video very soon.